Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3-Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The College Football Playoff about to get underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away.
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes a handoff. Powering through. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a first down.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
They'll run it here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to throw it again. And it's caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Important second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And now they'll set up for the point after. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Finds his target. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out to a couple yards deep in the end zone. And strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The gain makes it second and medium.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. This passing game is on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
That makes the score LSU 28, Florida State 0.
This one will be fair caught. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
By a quarterback. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been smothered. Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Powers through a tackle. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together, and they stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Second and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense.
Slide 22. Slide.
A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is four-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
On third and go, he's going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the first, looking for more. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly, and he's tackled after the catch. The Noles come up to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down. The offense going with the hurry-up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He's running out of time here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes a quick grab. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Trying for a 4th down completion. And here comes a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. On 1st down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, they trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Now, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Black 24. Black pound 55 wheat. Clear. Clear.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score LSU 35, Florida State 7.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Noles are going to keep this drive rolling. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
That's the end of the third quarter. Local score, LSU 35, Florida State 7.
Ready?
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab him.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away.
Florida State 14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half versus this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Well, head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decision.
Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
LSU 42, Florida State 14.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make some. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a...
Gets past the tackler into open space now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
42, Florida State 21.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, with good coverage that time. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. He'll hand it off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's the throw deep downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
On third down, he drops to throw, looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
It's second down.
Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. There's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Yes, Mark, can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. Tough situation here. 2nd and goal all the way back to the 15.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.